I'm sure you've heard by now, but Etsy is more than just a place to sell handmade items. Hey, my name is Margaret. Welcome to my channel, Texas Gal Treasures. I have been selling on Etsy since I started reselling. I started there well before I started any other reselling platform, and I am so thrilled to be able to give you a walkthrough step by step on how to set up your Etsy shop. I am going to be creating a couple more videos about creating print on demand for Etsy and integrating it with other print supplying platforms, because it is so easy and it can create a revenue source for you. And it's really important to be able to have multiple different streams of income, especially if you're trying to get to be financially independent or just to ramp up and make more money. So first thing that I want you to know is I've got a link down below. So if you're just getting started with Etsy, if you use my link, you can get 40 free listings to get yourself started. It is free to sign up to use Etsy, but when you make a new listing, it costs 20 cents. And then there is a fee after the item sells that Etsy charges as well. I do have a couple of different Etsy shops. I have one for my Texas Gal Treasures where I sell mostly vintage items. I have another called Texas Gal Designs where I sell print on demand and digital downloads, but you can also sell supplies on Etsy and handmade items. Let's get started. First thing you're going to have to do is set up your shop preferences. This is your language, what country you're in, and what your currency is. Then you get to name your shop. This is where you create your shop name, but you don't put any extra characters or special characters or spaces. So I chose Eggs and Ego because my sister and I have a podcast, and we decided we were going to start a print on demand and handmade item shop to correspond with our Eggs and Ego podcast. Now, it does ask you to create a listing when you are beginning your shop. What I did in this case was I just created a test listing, which I deactivated immediately, but you're going to want to have something ready to create a shop listing either right away or as soon after you create your shop. So you'll add the photographs. Again, test listing. I just put up a picture of my sister and myself. Then you create your title and add in there all the listing details. Is it something that you created? Is it a print on demand piece? Is it a handmade item? Is it a supply? There are lots of other listing details that you can choose to fill in to help your item be found easier in search. And then there's your description. Once you've created all of that, then you're going to set up your shipping prices. If you're using a print on demand company, they usually have that where they'll automatically fill it in. Then you select the item weight and what size box it's going to be in. Once again, if you're using a print on demand form, then that doesn't really apply because they fill all that in for you, so you don't have to worry about it. The next thing that you will have to fill out is how you are going to get paid. And they do require that you link a bank account when you start filling this in, or your PayPal. You'll have to fill in whether you are creating this as an individual or as a business. And then it will ask for your business or your social security number. If you are connecting your banking information, you're going to use the link with Plaid, which pulls up all of the banking information, and you can choose your bank and it logs you in. It's really super easy. And then they want your billing information. This is when every month you get billed for your listings or if things sold. Now they will take it out of your payments. If you've made enough sales, they'll just deduct it from what they pay out. But if they need to, then this is where they will charge your credit card information. If you have a business card, then this is where you'll enter that, but you will have to enter this in order to set your shop up. And then your two-factor and then you'll fill in your two-factor authentication in case you get locked out of your account or they need to make sure it's really you logging in. There it is. It looks pretty blank. So first thing, I'm going to take down this dummy listing because I just created it to have a placeholder so I could finish setting up my shop. And now you can see it is super empty. So I want to create an image for our header. I want to create an image for our logo, and then we can put in some of the other information, shop policies and things like that. So I chose a shop icon that is me and my sister, and I'm adding my profile photo for the shop owner. Next, you'll add your location, and then you'll want to come over to settings. When you're in settings, you'll go up to info and appearance, And this is where you can write your shop title so that it's not all shortened without any spaces. So it's going to show up normal with your shop title, Eggs and Ego. And then this is an area that I still need to come back and fill in all of our shop announcements, messages to buyers. And then you can come over to About Your Shop. Now, this is an area where you can add multiple owners of the shop because it is my sister and myself. I'm going to put Maggie for me and Elaine for my sister. And we can both go back in and create our own bios if we so choose. The next thing I did was I added our header, which I made in, I believe I made this in Canva. So I created our Eggs and Ego Raise Your Vibration header for our header for Etsy. The next really important thing that you want to do, especially if you're using a print-on-demand partner, is that you want to set your production partners in Etsy before you start trying to sync up products. So how you'll do that is you'll come over to Settings and Production Partners. And here you can see I already have Printify in, but I'm going to add in Printful because that's another one that we use. So I'll put in Printful, where it's located. Some of the print-on-demand platforms will have specific things that they want you to put there, specific addresses. So you'll have to check with that platform. And it's easy, just do a search, Printful, production partner, Etsy information, and you'll find it. It's easy. Here is our shop. So as you can see, I went ahead and created a digital download that I could put in there as an example. This is something I created for my son that we could fill in for his daily chores. I did put a watermark on it, so if somebody tried to use it, that they would print with a watermark. And yeah, so this is an easy thing to do. If you create something if you're a homeschool parent, which I've done a ton of stuff like that, or any kind of digital download, something you would print off, then you can create a digital download to sell in your shop, which was really easy to do. You just upload the file. And then this is an item that I created with Printify. I'm going to be putting that video up tomorrow. And this is a print-on-demand product. So if this item sells, I will never even lay hands on it. Printify will print the item and ship it out to the buyer. And then I just get the royalties when it sells. So I'll show you how I did this in a video tomorrow. And there you have it, super easy. So make sure you use the link down below so you can get 40 free listings, and check out the Printify video that's coming out to show you how easy it can be to create print-on-demand products. You don't have to design anything. It's that easy.